my name is Frankie Elliptico. I am, of course, the Vice President of Administration and Advancement here at Northern Marianas College. And one of my other roles is a CNMI-wide role, and a broader Pacific role is also one of the commissioners for the Western Interstate Commission for Higher Education. I am one of 3 commissioners that represent the Pacific Territories and the freely associated states. The other commissioner is Rodney Jacob from Guam and Senator Kalani Kaneko from the Republic of the Marshall Islands. Together we represent, again, the U.S. territories in the Pacific and the freely associated states that include Palau, the FSM, and RMI. So membership in WICHE for the CNMI has been tremendously impactful. In the latest year for 24-25 academic year, CNMI students who are enrolled in various colleges and universities throughout the western region of the continental U.S. have saved a total of about $1.5 million a year. And you can imagine that's 1.5 per year, and we've been a member for over 10 years now. So you can multiply that and see, the savings that CNMI students save when they do move to states that are part of the WICHE ecosystem. One of the more popular programs of WICHE is called the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program, which is WUE or WUE, we call it, and it allows students who are residents of the CNMI to be able to go and attend a university within one of the western states and be able to access discounted tuition rates, so that is less than the out-of-state tuition rate. So let's just say you're in UNLV, where many of our students end up end up pursuing their degrees at. They are able to access a tuition rate that is less than the out-of-state tuition rate. And the average savings of every student is about $12,000. Of course, some save more, some save less, but the average savings is about $12,000 per student. So the CNMI is a member of WICHE, together with Guam, American Samoa, the freely associated states, and we share a membership and we pay membership dues. For the past few years, these membership dues were paid by a federal grant through the Department of Interior. So the grant program is the TAP program, which recently was announced It was recently announced that they were accepting applications this past week, so we intend to submit an application for that because really it benefits just between Guam, American Samoa, and Guam students alone. That's about $3.5 million of savings in 1 year. So really the return in investment in the membership dues that we pay through this federal grant is quite high. So I hope that the Department of Interior considers that and considers the tremendous amount of impact that this program has on our residents to be able to access discounted tuition rates. I also want to mention that WICHE is more than the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. It also gives opportunities for students to be able to access the WRGP. The WRGP is the Western Regional Graduate Program, which is also for students who are pursuing their post-baccalaureate degrees, so whether it's your master's or your doctorate degrees. So some of these programs are online, so some students from the CNMI may be able to access online programs without ever having to leave the CNMI. WICHE also helps us on the national stage through an advocacy role. So for example, during some of the difficulties we enrolled at the last rollout of the FAFSA form, WICHE was able to help us in kind of navigating some of those difficulties and was able to help us secure a grant to be able to help students here from the CNMI receive assistance in filling out the new FAFSA form. They also help provide data so that if we're, for example, considering tuition and fee rate structures and adjustments to it. They provide us information that allow us to look at what the tuition and rates are across the Western United States, so that we are not too out of step with the rest of the colleges and universities. They also provide high school graduation data. They provide a lot of information that help us really make certain that we are receiving information that is allowing our leadership here, as well as leadership in the CNMI, to make data-informed decisions.